What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of PlanBri Uncut, brought to you by my favorite, the delicious, the drink of the summer, the drink of the fall, the drink of the winter, the drink of the spring, High Noon, the best drink ever. We already know this. We know that I love High Noon. It's made with real juice, real vodka, real tequila, and it's fucking good for you. I don't give a shit. It's good for you, okay? Makes me feel good, makes me happy. And yeah, this whole entire podcast is brought to you by High Noon. I know it's been a minute. I have a red fucking scarf on my head and I'm feeling a little bit out of my element. I walked outside today and you know when you're like wearing something and obviously, first of all, no one's looking at you. Second of all, no one gives a shit. Third of all, it's not even that crazy. I have this red scarf on my head and I've convinced myself that everyone's pointing and laughing and saying, oh my God, she's never worn a red scarf on her head before. She's so ugly. She's so fat. She's the worst. And I am going to be totally transparent and honest. This episode is going to have an underlying feeling of despair, impending doom, and miserableness. Because to be quite frank, I'm fucking miserable right now. A lot of shit has happened in the past 2 weeks. I feel like when it rains, especially for Brianna, it really fucking pours, bro. Like, it's not even when it rains, it pours. It's when it rains, it's a tsunami. It's a motherfucking tsunami. The whole village is dead. That's how I feel. I feel like I am drowning and I'm never gonna get up. That is so depressing, guys. If you are already in a depressed mood, honestly, sometimes I like to, when I'm feeling really down, I don't know if this is a good character trait or a bad one, or if it's good for me or bad for me. I like to also be surrounded by other depressed people, listen to depressing things, watch depressing shows. Like, if I'm in my depressed era, I'm genuinely surrounding myself with more depressed people and doing more depressing things. Like, you will not catch me trying to do things that make me happy when I'm sad. If I'm sad, I'm going to sit in it and I'm going to feel in it. And that's exactly what I've been doing for the past week and a half. So I was traveling and it was really chaotic for F1 Miami. It was so fun. That's the last episode that I had. Nothing really crazy spectacular happened. It was just fun. But my life went to shit after. So I was in Miami and then I finally went to my Florida house, which was fucking awesome. Okay. I'm starting renovations on it. I'm so excited. It is like, it doesn't feel real. When I finally stepped into the place, I felt so fucking happy and proud of myself. It's the first thing I've ever owned other than my fake tits. Like, it is mine. I bought it. My hard-earned money, all of the money that I've been saving, like, that is my piece of property. It's so exciting. It's so cool. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like extravagant or over the top. It's literally just going to be kind of my winter house, and it's for my family and it's for my friends, but it's mine. And I'm really fucking proud of myself. And to all you hating ass hoes that are like, this is fucking disgusting, I would fucking never, because you fucking couldn't. Okay. Are you going to go buy a piece of property for $700,000? Go do it right now, you dumb fucking bitch. I'm proud of it. I'm excited and it's mine. What's yours? Nothing. That fucking fat ass that you're sitting on the couch, that's what's yours. Anyway, my fat ass been on the couch recently too. I've got to lock the hell in. Summer is 1 block away. It's literally right around the block. It's freaking me out, okay? So I went down to Florida, got all my shit situated down there, and then I came back to New York homeless, right? I didn't have anywhere to go. I say that lightly because all of my friends were like, you can come stay with me. I got a hotel and then I ended up staying with Meatball Man, which that's another conversation that we'll get to after. I think, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I come back from Florida and I'm staying with him for a little bit, which is kind of like, it's nice, but at the same time, it's this weird line because we're not boyfriend, girlfriend at this time. And I don't know, like, this is my first time ever in my life being in a situationship. I have never in my life been in a situationship. I have always been a relationship girl. I've always been in a long-term relationship. Like when I would start things with someone, we would end up boyfriend, girlfriend within like 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know if that's psychotic or insane, but like it always worked. We ended up dating for years on end. So I have never been in this situation, and I will take all the fucking advice I can get. My friends have been really helpful because apparently everyone else is the opposite, where they've only had situationships and not long-term relationships. So just so you know, the grass isn't always greener, because I'm coming out of all these relationships not knowing how to navigate a situationship. I don't even know, what does situationship even mean? I'm 26 years old. That word shouldn't be in my vocabulary. Okay. The man that I'm seeing is 33. We shouldn't be saying situationship. Okay. I'm not in high school. I'm not in college. But then I look around at all of my friends in the city, and I don't know if this is a city thing, or if you're like somewhere like New York or LA, Boston, Chicago, wherever you are in a major city. I don't know if this is just city culture, because all of my friends back home in the suburbs or in the Midwest in college and stuff, like there's no situationships. It's relationships. Everyone's getting engaged. Everyone's married. Everyone's having kids. I'm not saying that's the timeline I want right now. I'm just saying that is not anywhere to be found in the city. Okay. All of my friends are in situationships that last about 3 months. They fizzle out. Then they start a new one. I am not interested, never have been, never will be, in wasting my time. When I date someone, I do it with intention. And if I don't see it going anywhere after the first 1 or 2 dates, then I end it. It's just like, I'm not going to waste their time, most importantly, my own, and I'm not going to lead myself to a dead end. So situationships, I fucking hate. Throw them in the trash, get rid of them. I think labels are important. Call me fucking crazy. I think that when you are putting your energy into someone and someone's putting their energy into you, and you are allotting your free time to them, then there is owed a clear explanation in what is going on. And I'm not saying that that has to be after the first week or the second week, or, but like it gets to a point where if I'm seeing you seriously for a month or two, I'm going to have to know what's going on. And I'm not even saying like be the bitch that's like, what are we? Don't waste my time, because me sitting here being like, I don't want to be the girl that says, what are we? That's me trying to please what men think. No, stand up, ask, what are we? Because if you don't have an answer, I'm leaving. It's weird to just lead people on and waste their time. And I'm seeing it happen over and over. So that's where I'm kind of at just in my relationship life, my dating life. I'm like, what is a situationship? I don't even know how to spell that. Like, I deadass don't think I know how to spell it. So I'm staying with Meatball Man. I really think we need to change his name, but it's too far gone. Prior to like everything that happens with my surgery, and I'm staying with him, but I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on. Like, we're not dating, and I'm staying with this man. Should I get a hotel? Whatever. So then we go home one night. We have a normal night. We leave kind of early. We get home by like 11:30, midnight, and we eat Taco Bell, and we like sit on the couch, and then it's like, let's go to bed. Immediately, like as I stood up to go to bed, I felt this pain that I had only ever felt like something similar to it when I had kidney stones. And if you've had kidney stones, you know what that pain feels like. It's excruciating. But kidney stones, when I had them, they were in my back. This was like fully my whole entire like lower abdomen, my stomach. And at first it felt like a cramp. I was like, oh, maybe I moved too fast. Guys, it lasted for 9 hours before I decided to go to the hospital, but I'm feeling all this pain. And immediately I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just going to shit my pants. Like, I did just have Taco Bell literally 15 minutes ago. I'm immediately thinking I have food poisoning. I'm going to throw up, but I'm looking at Meatball Man like he's perfectly fine. And we had the same exact thing. So I'm kind of in my head like, fuck, this is kidney stones. This is horrible, whatever. Let me try to sleep it off. And you know what's so funny? And I know this in my bones and I know this in my heart. If any man were to feel this type of pain for even a brief second, or for even like more than an elongated 10-minute period of time, they would call an ambulance. And say that they were dying. Like women, our pain tolerance is just higher, and we experience like all of the shit that we go through with cramps and our menstrual cycle. So like we can kind of handle shit like that. But if a man were to feel the pain that I felt for more than 10 minutes, they would literally get a helicopter to the hospital. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, let me just try to sleep this off. I fall asleep for like 20 minutes. I wake up. It's times 10. I like literally am in fetal position like this, being like, holy shit. I feel like I'm going to die. So I like sneak out of bed and I dead ass crawl to the bathroom. All of a sudden I'm feeling like I'm going to throw up. I'm feeling like I'm going to faint. I projectile vomit for, I'm not joking, probably 25 minutes. This is where I'm like, okay, maybe it is the Taco Bell. Maybe I have food poisoning because I'm throwing up. And I didn't really throw up when I had kidney stones. I was like nauseous and stuff because everything hurt, but I didn't physically throw up, I don't think. But I don't remember that time. I fainted. So I'm laying on his bathroom floor. I feel like I'm 5,000 degrees, right? I'm like, let me just try to take a nap on the bathroom floor so that if I keep throwing up, I can be right next to the toilet. I'm hunched over for another 2 hours on the bathroom floor. Everything's starting to hurt. I'm like, let me crawl out to his couch. I'm not joking. I crawl out to the couch, guys. At this point, like the birds are coming up. Maybe it's, I don't know, 5 a.m. I'm like going in and out of sleep. I'm like feeling like I'm having sleep paralysis. I don't know if I'm fainting or if I'm nodding off or what. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Keep in mind, I had maybe 2 drinks that night and then Taco Bell. So like, it wasn't like a thought for me to be like, oh, maybe I'm like just drunk and don't feel good. I had literally 2 high noons and that just wasn't a factor. So I really start to freak out because everything that I'm Googling is like, if the pain is getting worse and it hasn't stopped after 30 minutes, like seek professional medical help. I'm sitting there after 8 hours of excruciating pain or whatever the fuck. It felt like 20 hours from midnight to 5 a.m, being like, holy shit, I'm going to die on this man's couch. I would literally rather die on a couch. This is how fucked up I realize I am. I would rather die on a couch than wake someone up and be like, hey, help me. I don't feel good. Like, what is that? What is that mental fucking problem where you refuse to ask for help when you need it? Because I need it fixed immediately and I need to know what the root of that trauma is. I think it's because I'm just perpetually let down from the second I was born until now that I just refuse to ask for help because I know that I'm going to be let down. What the fuck ever. Moving on. It's 8 a.m. I'm still keeled over. I fainted at this point. I kept throwing up. I can't move. Like, I literally can't move. I finally wake him up at like 9. I'm like, hey. I'm literally like, hey. As I'm like dying. I'm like, hey, we need to go to the emergency room. He's like, what? And I'm kind of being casual about it because I'm not really like, I'm not like looking like I'm dying. I'm just like keeled over being like, I can't stand up. Like, I feel like I'm dying. I need to go. So we call an Uber. I'm on the side of the road, like can't stand up. He's just like, what the fuck is going on with this girl? And we get rushed. We go to the hospital. I go in. I see the doctor. I explain to him everything I just explained to you guys. He looks me dead in the fucking face and goes, I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably just the Taco Bell. Okay, sure. I'm keeled over in pain for 8 hours. I fainted. I threw up multiple times. I'm in the fucking emergency room and I have a man look me in the eyes and tell me that I have a stomach ache from Taco Bell. I go, okay, run the tests, please. So they come in. The nurse is like so apparent, a woman. She's a woman, but she's so apparent, like it's so apparent to her that I am like in excruciating pain. I can't even move. Like I can't move like this. If you're listening, literally I moved a smidge of a centimeter without everything in my stomach like shooting pains. And at this point, I'm really convinced that I'm going to die because they haven't ran any tests in like 2 to 3 hours. I'm sitting in this hospital bed. They're pumping me full of morphine. And I'm like, please, can someone like fucking help me? They run blood tests. And I'm like, it's not a blood thing. Like something is going on in there. We need to fix this. So they finally get me to the ultrasound. I genuinely think after 3 hours, I'm not joking. Like, brace yourselves. This is kind of fucking disgusting. So I got a stomach ultrasound and it's 2 women. We're in like a dark room and they're oogling and ogling. They're like, oh no. And they're like, Jane, look. And they're like rushing up. They're like freaking the fuck out. Then I do the vaginal ultrasound. I have never in my life experienced this much pain. Like, I wouldn't wish this. Yes, I fucking would. I would actually wish it on my worst enemy. I actually hope this happens to her tomorrow. And then it happens to her every single day for the rest of her life. But I genuinely, like, have never experienced anything like this. And they have to it's a giant probe up your vagina, okay? And they have to move it like this, all at every which angle. At this point, I don't know what's going on inside of my body, so I don't know why this is hurting so bad, but I found out that like I have a billion cysts, one's ruptured, I have a torsion, and I have a half a liter of internal bleeding. So my whole pelvic floor is full of internal bleeding. So all of this fluid is what's causing me so much insane pain. So they're freaking out as they're doing it. It takes 25 to 30 minutes. Like there's nonstop. They're not having a break. As they're doing it, they're like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm literally like dozing in and out because I'm in so much pain. I go back to the hospital room and the same doctor that told me I had a stomach ache, comes in and goes, we need to put you in an ambulance right now and send you to a specialist to get surgery. My heart drops because first of all, like I'm with this guy that, of course, I've been like talking to him for a few months, but like I want my mom, I want my best friend, I'm so scared, and like I'm in such a vulnerable position where like doctors are coming in and telling me all of this shit, that I might lose my ovaries, that I might not ever be able to have kids if I lose my ovaries, that I am internally bleeding, and that like I'm literally going to cry thinking about it. It was so traumatizing. And I'm just like embarrassed because I'm like with this guy that I'm seeing, and I'm like sobbing once they come in and tell me that I have to go get surgery. And they put me on a gurney. What is it called? I don't know. They put me on a thing and they put me in an ambulance, and then they take me uptown to another hospital. And Meatball Man goes home to get me clothes and like some of my things just so that I have them. I don't know how long I'm going to be in the hospital for. So by the time I get to the hospital, I am rushed straight into a room, and then a doctor comes in immediately and like examines me. It's just all a lot. Like my feet up on the table, her hand directly up my literal vagina. And like I said, everything hurts, and they're doing like abdominal like tests on me. And like, if you touched me like this, like if you just brazed me, like I felt it throughout my whole entire body. So they brush me and they sit me down, fucking legs wide open, shoving shit up me, doing all these tests. And then they are immediately like, you need emergency surgery. I don't even have my phone at this point. My guy isn't there yet. So he comes in as they're wheeling a wheelchair in for me. And they sit me down, and I don't even know. They don't even tell me like what surgeries I'm getting. They tell me the possibility is that I have a torsion, which is, sorry, I guess I didn't really explain what happened because at this point I'm a little like all over the place, but this is when I finally find out with all the imaging what happened to me. So all right guys, quick commercial break. 2026. I think we've talked about it a lot. I've talked about it in this episode. Maybe towards the end, I talk about how it's time to lock in. Okay. Summer is 1 block away. It is literally 1 block away. We still have time to lock in. That isn't a wrong thing to say. You can lock in whenever you want. And you can do it at Planet Fitness. And Planet Fitness makes it so much easier to lock in because there's over 2,800 locations. Some of them are open for 24 hours. You can find a time to work out when it works for you. You can find something that fits into your schedule. They have every machine possible. They have everything that you want. And it's a judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness is the way to go, and it's also affordable. Like, you walk down the street in New York City, I'll see memberships in the windows to gyms that just opened that look like shit. It's like 1 square foot room full of 2 machines, and it's like $130 a month. No, thank you. Hello, goodbye. That is horrible. With Planet Fitness, we're all strong on this planet. You got to join in club or online or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers, they vary by club, so you can check out planetfitness.com or stop by any of your local clubs for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian. Let's get back to the episode. I had a 6 to 7 centimeter cyst on my ovaries, which was torsion, which means it was twisting my ovaries, which was cutting off the blood supply, which was causing internal bleeding. I think it also ruptured, and it was cutting off the blood supply to my ovaries, which is what happens in a torsion. And if that happens, then your ovaries can become necrotic, and then they die inside of you. That's horrible. Obviously, then your ovaries are dead. You have to remove them. And also it can cause like sepsis and stuff because it becomes necrotic, and then like it's just not good. And they're like, we have to do laparoscopy. I don't even know if I say that word right. Surgery to go in and look at everything, and we might have to remove. They didn't know how much internal bleeding I had at this point. They just knew I had a lot. And they put me in the wheelchair. They rip all my jewelry off. They're like, take all your belongings, give them to him, like, give them your phone. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't even called my mom. Like, my family doesn't even know that I'm going into surgery right now. I'm freaking out. And I don't even have time to like vocalize that because I'm freaking out. I'm about to go under anesthesia and I don't have a fucking insurance. Like, oh my God, I was crashing out. And thank God Meatball Man walks in at this time when they're rushing me out. And he's like, it was kind of hot. He was like, give this girl 1 fucking second to call her mom. Like, give her 1 minute. So I got to call my mom and tell her that I'm going into surgery. They wheel me up. The next thing I know, I'm walking into the surgical room and they asked me what song I want to hear as I fall asleep. And I said The One by Taylor Swift. And I woke up in excruciating pain, and I had to go stay with this man as he nurses me back to health in my most vulnerable state for the next week. And I'm not going to lie, like, the recovery for this hasn't only been really hard physically, but really fucked up mentally. And I think a lot of people have experienced this. I've talked about it on TikTok a little bit this morning, where one, like, anesthesia can cause severe anxiety and depression after, especially if you're a person that's on the go and very like self-independent and just like self-sufficient. Being in a state of like, I need help and I'm recovering is really hard to deal with mentally because you just don't thrive in those situations. So like, I feel so helpless that I can't do anything. Like, I can't lift anything for 6 weeks. I can't work out for 6 weeks. I'm perpetually exhausted. My hormones, because of all the cysts and the shit and the bleeding, and I got my period the day after the surgery, like, everything is just spiking. I also have severe body dysmorphia now because your body changes without you having, like, it's not your choice. They blow you up with gas, like, out to here so that they can go in and do surgery, and then they don't like deflate you. So I just look all weird. I have like 5 incisions now, and I'm gonna have scars all over. I have a fucking scar on my vagina. Like, my belly button's disgusting now. I already struggled with the way that I perceive my body, and now I just like fucking hate it. So dealing with that on top of being stuck inside has been a really big struggle for me. And I think I look like presenting like I'm fine. And I also like jumped out of bed the second that I felt like I could move again and started going back out and being social because I need human interaction in my life to survive. I feel like, I need to be around people, and I'm also living alone for the first time now. So it has been really hard. I've been struggling mentally, I think, the most with this recovery, and sorry if I've been like just feel a little bit out of it, especially in this episode or online, or I don't know. And it's freaking me out. I'm like, am I ever going to feel like myself again? Because I just have horrible thoughts now. And I didn't feel that way before surgery, and it's freaking me out a fucking lot. So that's where I'm at. And like, I still have physical symptoms, but I'm definitely like tenfold better than I was last week. It only happened a week ago. And I was really shocked and perplexed at the way that our healthcare system handles women's health. It really, really freaked me the fuck out. They had no answers for why I have all of these cysts. They have no answers for if I have PCOS or if I have endometriosis. They have no answers as to why this happened, why it grew. They didn't tell me anything that I could do to make it better. They didn't tell me anything about what happened inside my body. They just stitched me up and sent me home and said that that just happens to women. And I tried to talk to specialists. I tried to talk to other people online that, have struggled with this. And it has opened my eyes to the fact that there's really no one fucking cares about women's reproductive health and what goes on inside of our bodies. And I have another friend right now who's struggling with PCOS. She thinks, because they can't diagnose her, she has multiple cysts all over her ovaries. Like, this isn't uncommon. I want everyone to be very clear. A majority of you women listening right now probably have so many cysts that have been caused by IUDs, that have been caused by being on birth control for so long, that have been caused by all of these things that we're told to just put in our body and that doctors just give us because, oh, that's what you just do. You just go on birth control. You just get fucking put an IUD, stick it up there, get a copper fucking metal bar in your arm and just like everything's fine, send you off. And they don't tell you about they don't know about any of the repercussions that it has on our body long term because they don't study it and they don't care about it. It's just like put you on birth control and it's safe and it's cool. And then 10 years later, I was on birth control from the time I was 14 or 13 years old until I was 22. Like, I don't know what effects that had on my body. I was given birth control because I had to go on Accutane. And it's like, that in itself is just fucking crazy to give a freshman in high school birth control and just say, yeah, and you have to stay on it for the rest of eternity. Like, it's really shocking the way that women are treated in hospitals and how we're not believed. And after coming forward on TikTok with like everything that I experienced, every single comment is a story like mine of I went in, no one believed me, they sent me home, I almost fucking died, I was keeled over on the floor, I come back, they finally run the test that I begged for, they finally bring me into surgery, and then they finally tell me something along the lines of what's wrong with me, but they don't believe you when you go in because they say, you probably have a viral infection, you probably have a stomach ache, it's probably a cramp, it's just a small cyst, you're gonna be fine. It perplexed me, and I don't know how I can be more vocal about it or how I can advocate for it more, but it's all that I've been looking into and it's all that I'm focused on for the past week and a half, to be honest. And I'm going to do everything I can to bring more attention to it, to bring more resources to women, to be more vocal and just be like transparent about what's going on in a woman's body. It shouldn't be a secret. It shouldn't be embarrassing. I shouldn't have been embarrassed in front of the guy that I was talking to talk about what's going on inside of my body, because why is that embarrassing? Because we've been taught that from a young age that like, oh, it's just a woman problem. Oh, can I go to the bathroom? Like, it's a woman problem. It makes everyone uncomfortable. It shouldn't. Why have we been taught from a young age that it's like a weird thing and that if you want to get out of something, just say that you're having lady problems? It's not weird and it's not gross and it's not like this embarrassing topic. It's our bodies. And oh my God. And then fucking Trump is falling asleep when they're talking about women's reproductive rights. I just, with all the hormones, all the shit that I've been through this past week, I hate to be that annoying bitch that always seems to be complaining about the way women are treated, but I'm not annoying and I'm not a bitch. I'm honest. And I just wish more people would listen to us, man. But other than that, life's up. All right, guys, quick commercial break. This is a very fitting ad for this episode. I think I was really honestly open and candid and honest about how my mental health has been affected by the surgery, by all of my anxiety, and just kind of by life moving very fast and always being on the go. So the show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and life is a journey. Some days feel good. Some days are often overwhelming. I feel like I've been really overwhelmed lately. I can't sleep because I'm thinking about what's going on inside my body, or I have anxiety about whatever it is. We all experience this. We all go through this at some point, and BetterHelp is always going to be there for you, which is really amazing because whenever you are having these feelings, they aren't all the time. Some people go through sporadic fucking periods where they need to talk to someone. And that's what's nice about BetterHelp is it's there for you whenever you need it. So it does the initial matching for you. It does the work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. And there's over 30,000 therapists. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally. And it works with average of a 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. And if you don't like the therapist that you're initially assigned to, you can switch at any time that you want to until you find your perfect fit. You can do a video call. You don't even need to turn your camera on if you don't want to. Whatever works for you, whenever you need it, BetterHelp is there for you. So you don't have to be on this journey alone. I know for damn sure I'm not. I've used BetterHelp countless times. It's so much easier than going in the city trying to find something and like actually sticking to one thing. When you need it, it's there for you. You can sign up and get 10% off at BetterHelp, HELP.com/PlanBri. I got my new apartment, which I moved into, and then the lock on it broke. It's a keyless apartment, so I was locked out of my apartment for 2 days because my super was away on vacation and they couldn't find a key to let me in. So I moved into my apartment that I pay way too much money for, and I couldn't get into it for 2 days locked out. So I was seeking asylum on the streets of New York, and I was looking for a place to stay, crashing on people's couches, having a literal fucking sequence shirt on and high heels and leather shorts with a Birkin, walking around the city in the morning looking like a hooker, but really I'm just homeless after getting the apartment. And then I get into my apartment that I paid too much for, that no one's ever lived in, and there are dead flies all over the ground, and my dryer broke. But in better news, I suppose, I'm trying to find something positive that has happened to me in the past 2 weeks, but it has literally, guys, been a spiral of horrible shit. Like, I'm keeping some things personal because I am going through a few other personal things, and I don't know where I stand and where I'm going to come out on the other side of them, so I don't want to share too much yet, but like lots of relationship problems, and I'm like, excuse me? On top of everything, now this. Positively, though, I did move into my apartment. It's beautiful. I'm so fucking blessed. I love it. And I hired this company, which I can tag. I've been posting them. They're amazing. Her name is Sam and Nick, who are unpacking everything for me because I can't lift a finger, which is like my nightmare. They're building me a closet. They're organizing all my clothes. They are just saving my life. And as an ADHD person that literally can't do anything to save her life organization wise, I don't think people realize how important a job like that is to a girl like me that just has a chaotic brain and can't do it. Like, genuinely saving my life and saving me from so much anxiety. So super fucking pumped about that. I am going to London for my birthday for Harry Styles concert, and I'm going to Ibiza first for a brand trip, and then I'm going to go meet some friends in Lisbon, and I'm just like really looking forward to that. And I feel like I've been all of my friends' therapists forever, and it's like, when is one of my friends going to be my therapist? I don't know how to open up to people, and it's freaking me the fuck out. I told you this episode was going to be depressing and awful, but there are some headlines that I do want to get into. One headline being, there's a lot of speculation with this Reed stuff, and I just want to be completely honest and shit. Like, I think like that his whole shtick is a bit. I don't know. Like, I really haven't talked to Reed, and I did think he was the cutest member on the Vegas Barstool fucking show, but he lives in Chicago. He's out there pulling chicks at the Chicago bars while he drinks Sprite, and I'm literally in a situationship. So I think the Reed saga, unfortunately, isn't going to pan out the way that the viewers wanted it to, but I actually do really want to be friends with him, and I think that we would be really good friends. So hopefully Reed will come to New York, and then we can go on a double date, one for friends, one for boyfriend, girlfriend. Because he started off just saying he wanted to be friends anyway. So that's fun. Next up on the drama shit is, what the fuck is wrong with James Charles? Actually, genuinely, what the fuck is wrong with James Charles? I said it once and I'll say it again. Did he get hit in the head with a bazooka? Because here's the thing, and I'll play devil's advocate for 1 second. I get probably 40 DMs a day asking for money, asking for help, asking me to pay off their student loans, asking me to Venmo them for their car bill, asking me all this. Is it kind of weird and annoying that people just think that they can ask you for money all day? Yeah, surely. Sometimes do I send the money? Yeah, surely. Like if it's a real story and I'm like, I scroll up and they've been DMing me since 2020 when I started all this shit, I'll send you $500, okay? And hey, I say that, I don't say that lightly. I don't say that like, hey, DM me now, I'm sending you money. Like there are times and places where I will send people money because I feel like they really need it. They've been a supporter forever. I like to support people that support me. It is a fucking annoying for people begging you for money all the time. Is there a world where anything that he did in the level of insanity he went with it online made sense? No, he's fucking weird. I think it's just come down to the point in the fact that he's weird or brain dead, like Bazooka. I don't know. I think he's brain dead because in whose right mind do you make that video and think, yeah, this is right? This is something that anyone's going to agree with? He was so mean. He was swearing so much, like at this woman. He needs to be studied. Can I say that I think he needs to be locked in a cage for a little bit? Can I say that? I think I can. I can say whatever I want. This is my podcast, and I'm going to start saying whatever the fuck I want because I actually don't give a flying fuck anymore. But James Charles is a weird fucking loser. That video, there is no excuse for that. There is no apology for that. There is no way of spinning that. There is something that you need to do. And it's get off the fucking internet. And I just don't even understand how he still has a presence on the internet after being a literal pedophile. Are we being serious here? And I know he's come forward a bunch of times and been like, I got his ID, I got this. If you are accused of talking to underage people more than one time, and of course the first time, I'm like, hey, I believe the person, I believe the victim. But if it comes forward that, that person was lying, like, okay, maybe something went wrong and this guy's trying to ruin your career. It has happened more than once. That's all that matters. It's happened like a billion times, but it's happened more than once. And that's all that matters. That's all we need to know. You are a fucking weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a bad person. He makes every wrong decision and he should not be on the internet. And I saw him recently. Where did I see him? And I was blacked out. And I thought it was like a dream. And I waved to him and immediately regretted it. I was like, why am I being nice to this person? I just always feel bad. I always feel bad. And I'm like, hi. I shouldn't. I talk literally so much shit about him. Why the fuck would I say hi to him? Why was he at this event that I was at? Why is he getting invited to stuff? Why are brands still working with him? Why does he have 40 million followers? You're a pedophile. You're a bad person. You're weird. And you make everyone scared. Ever since you posted that assless fucking chaps picture, I knew something was wrong with you 10 years ago at Coachella. Because what the actual fuck? No tea, no shade. Yeah, James Charles is a fucking loser. So we need to get him banned. Get him banned. Get him banned from everything. Ban him. Ban him, bar him, ban him. James Charles should be banned and barred from everything. Ban him and bar him. Bar him inside of his house. Bar it up. Lock it up. Throw away the motherfucking key. I am sick of it. I am sick of James Charles. Literally. What else happened? Alex Cooper's pregnant. Fucking divine timing. Divine timing. I saw this one TikTok that was like, I have to find it. I kept seeing TikToks about Alex Cooper talking about baby Alessi. I literally, I was like, am I old? Like, I have no idea what that means. But apparently, and I'll play the clip for you, Alex Cooper and Sophia Franklin talked about this woman's baby in a crazy fucking way. I'll play the clip right now for you.
She's gonna have us arrested soon. Baby Alessi, Alesso, Alesho. Ooh, like that one. Alesho. Dude, well, we're saying that a stripper was jizzing on a baby's face. Like, I don't know. And doing like coke. But we were, dude, she's gonna have.
Oh my God. She's talking about an infant baby. A stripper jizzing on an infant baby's face. A real baby. This isn't a cartoon baby. Regardless, that's fucking James Charles level weird shit. But this is even fucking worse because it's a real baby that they're talking about. So I kept seeing TikToks being like, congrats, Alex Cooper. I really hope that people don't talk about your baby the way that you talked about baby Alessi. Just thought I should share that. I hope her baby has 6 toes because that's really not a problem. It's just like, they cut the extra toe off. My best friend had 6 toes when she was born. But just to be like, your baby has 6 toes, bitch. Is that fucked up to say? Am I allowed to say that? I don't care. That's literally harmless. 6 toes. Kind of cool. Actually, no, that's cool. I wish your baby has regular toes. I hope your baby's nice. Can I say that? What fucking ever. But yeah, divine timing with that. Dave made a tea by the sea, and he's so right. Like, once you're pregnant, you really are off limits. Like, regardless of what anyone were to come forward, if Alex Earl were to come say all of her piece finally, like, you can't attack a pregnant woman. I just would never do that. I don't care how evil and vile you are and all the horrible things you've ever done to people. Like, I would just never attack a pregnant woman. I'm sure she would. And she would attack a baby Alessi. Weirdo freak. I've learned so much, like, ever since I somehow got involved in that drama, like, people now tell me all their stories with her, and it's, like, fucking crazy. Actually insane. I met, like, one of her old hairdressers, and the shit that he told me was diabolical. Like, actually diabolical. He did my hair at Stagecoach, and I couldn't believe the shit that he was telling me. And I, for one, was like, what I thought I knew was already the worst. And it just, there's so many layers to it. Yeah. What else has happened in the news since I've been gone? I haven't even seen a show or a TV fucking screen because I don't have a TV or have Wi-Fi. And I've been locked out of my apartment, sleeping on the street with sequins leather shorts on for the past 2 weeks. And I'm recovering from surgery. And I'm a moron. And I have a red bandana on my head and everyone's pointing and laughing at me. Zoe Kravitz shows up without Harry Styles and without her engagement ring, but she had worn it all week prior to the Met Gala, right? She showed up, didn't wear it. I don't know how I feel about this relationship. One, obviously, I'm fucking sick to my stomach jealous. I don't know if I'm more jealous of Harry Styles or if I'm more jealous of Zoe Kravitz because I'm in love with both of them. I think they're both the most beautiful people on earth. And I don't think that they should be together. I think that they should be with uglier people because it's unfair that they have each other. And I don't like it. But I don't know. I don't think I really believe in PR relationships because I am like on the border of fucking this world and I just see so much stuff and I know so much stuff. And I just don't think PR relationships are generally real to the extent of an engagement. Like that, people just make shit up. They're like, this is just such a PR stunt. Getting engaged? Like, I don't know. Do you have any brain cells? People are fucking crazy. But it still doesn't seem like a real relationship to me in the sense of like, I just don't think they fit. But I don't know either of them. I'm being parasocial. So I don't fucking know. They look great together and I think that they should break up because I want to marry one of them. And if they have each other, then I'm just going to kill myself. Like if I see Zoe Kravitz at the show that I go to in London, I don't know if I would stare at her or enjoy the concert. She's like one of the most beautiful, coolest women that I've ever laid my eyes on. And oh my God, I want to be her. Maybe I just want to be her. Or do I want to kiss her? This is what my predicament has been a lot in my struggle with my sexuality. I don't know if I am in love with women like I fall in love with a lot of women, I think. And I don't know if it's because I just want to be them and I think they're so perfect, or if it's because I want to be with them. Like, I don't know if I want to be her or be with her. And then I just get in my head, I'm like kiss her or steal her skin and be her. Alex Earl, reality show. I mean, we've been talking about that for a while. Hopefully it's good. I'm an Earl girl, so I can't fucking wait to watch it. Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt have split. From the second, and I don't know if this is crazy to say, I genuinely always right when I think something. Like, I just think majority of the time women, and this is not a generalization, but majority of the time, like a coherent woman with a good head on her shoulders that is rational and has empathy, I think majority of the time their gut and their intuition is right. I believe I am one of those people. From the second I saw their video eating Sonic, I got like chills. I felt like I had been in that relationship before with my ex, like just the way that they interacted. And I know people were like, this is so cute, whatever. I was like, this isn't going to last. Off rip. I was like, this isn't going to last. I'm not going to say that out loud. They're about to have a baby. She's a pregnant woman. I would never wish it upon them, but I knew it upon them. Now she's going on TikTok and they're all deleted now, but she's responding to comments being like, she's doing it all alone. He's not helping her financially, that it's just her. It's just the baby, how hard it is. That is so beyond fucking insane. And I think we know collectively, just because of he's talked about it publicly and we've also watched it, he struggles with mental health. I don't know if like he is going through something after like finally becoming a dad and it's making him spiral and whatever. There's just no excuse. There's just no excuse when you have a child. Like, we watch women day in and day out struggle with postpartum depression and still take care of their baby, when sometimes they literally are driven mentally insane and want to kill their babies. Like, they still take care of them. So for a man that didn't have to go through the pregnancy, that didn't have to experience anything physically, that just got to sit in the room while the baby was born, for a man to get in his head and get upset and walk away and cry, I'm going through something after having a baby, piss poor. And I will never support Pete Davidson again. Piss fucking poor. Loser. Don't care what you're going through. You have a baby. Man the fuck up. Man the fuck up. She's doing it on her own. She's doing it on her own after having a baby. She's the one that had it. You're the one that put it in her. God. Jesus. I am really turning into such a man hater. And I don't give a fuck. What else happened? Also, on that note, I do wish her the best of luck. I think someone that can do that to you, regardless of how hard it's going to be, and I know women struggle with it every single day. I know my friend back home is going through the same exact thing right now. Women always persevere, and I hope that it's not the hardest thing in the world, and that I hope that you have a village of support surrounding you. And I hope that if he decides to come back into your life, that you allow the child to have some sort of relationship with his or her father. Because I think we just see that happen all the time, where women hate the man that left so bad and then they want to come back and be in their children's lives, and they strip that away from their kid because of their own selfishness or they're just guarded and they hate the man, which I get, and I would probably want to do too. But you can't take that from your kid as much as you hate them. So I just hope it all works out for the child, and I hope that she's happy. And I hope that he gets locked up with James Charles. Love is Blind, Boston, new season. Should I have went on it? That is the freakiest show in the world to me. I don't understand how anyone goes on it. I think it's so weird. I think you're a freak if you go on it. And I genuinely mean that. Because the people that go on it are like relatively normal. Why can't you meet someone? Why do you have to go sit behind a wall? Sorry, I think that show is fucking crazy. And then they get married? Hello, what are we talking about? That's the weirdest shit ever. Jacob Elordi and Kendall Jenner. I am convinced that every time I make a wish or anytime I pray, it goes straight to Kendall Jenner. She has had every man I've ever wanted. Double it and pass it to Kendall Jenner. It's literally, okay, you want Bad Bunny? Double it, pass it to Kendall Jenner. Oh, you want Jacob Elordi? Double it, pass it to Kendall Jenner. Are we serious? Yeah, I mean, look at her. She's probably the coolest girl ever. She is the coolest girl ever. I'm super sad. See, I don't know if I'm in love with her if I want to be here. That's one of those two. Like, I look at her and I'm like, oh my God, kiss me, love me, I want you. And then I look at her and I'm like, I would do anything to be you. Maybe that's just love. Yeah, maybe I'm just in love with her. They're the hottest couple in the fucking world, though. Kylie Jenner went on Therapist. Love that. Jake Shane's killing it. Always have to remind you that the first podcast he ever did was this. Just so you know. Lena Dunham releases Famesick. I've been reading it. I think it's amazing. I think she's incredible. I don't give a fuck if people hate Lena Dunham. I think she is brilliant. I love her. We'll always love her. We'll always support her. She is brilliant. She's Lena Dunham. And to each their own. Kick rocks. Tom Brady makes his runway debut during Gucci Cruise Show, where Alex Earl was also in attendance. Oh, God. Wonder if they smooched. Probably not. Alex Earl seems to be doing her own single live, laugh, love moment, which I am loving. I think more people should do that. I think I should probably do that. I'm going through mental hula hoops this past week with what the hell I want to do this summer. If I want to like lock the hell in, what do I want to do? Do I want to lock the hell in? Or do I want to just spaz out this summer? Oh God, can you say that? Is that a bad thing? Holy crap and shit. I just want to immediately acknowledge that I think that is bad to say. And we can keep it in because we fuck up. You know, we're human. Spaz is a bad word, right? I don't know. I'm just a kid. I'm never going to say it again. But I think I'm probably going to spaz out this summer instead. Drake releases 3 albums. They're all trash. But Yana was on one of them. I don't think people know who Yana is. If you don't know who Yana is, I think my community doesn't really know who Yana is because she's a streamer. And we don't really do that shit. But she's amazing. And I watch all of her clips on TikTok. Another girl. I don't know if I'm in love with her. I want to be. But she's perfect. Sports Illustrated covers. They were great. We had Alex Earl. We had Tiffany Haddish. Damn it. Who's that? We have a super smoke show hot brunette that I don't know her name. And we have Hillary Duff. Crushed it. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, wedding rumors. The royal wedding has been rumored to be this summer, and he claims that the wedding could be also held in New York City and the Hamptons and Rhode Island. What the fucking hell? Taylor has also been rumored to be calling people on the phone and invited them to prevent invitation leaks. That's cool. Hey, come to my wedding. That's awesome. I actually know a few people that are going through someone that knows them. So I don't really know them at all. I just wanted to sound cool for one moment, but I do have a friend who told me about their friends going to the wedding. So that's cool. And I was like, hey, can you tell me more? And he was like, they have like literally locked it up. NDA craziness. So, I don't know. Hopefully I'm just in the right place in the right time and I bump into Taylor Swift on the street and I buy her a matcha. We become best friends. We sit down on the couch. We write a few songs together. She invites me to the wedding. She is like, holy shit, this is like crazy that you should be my maid of honor. I didn't like realize that soulmates were real for friends and like it could happen at any time in the day, in the night. And I found you, Brianna, and I know it's only been 3 weeks, but I think you should be my maid of honor. Then I'm obviously like her maid of honor and everyone's like, holy shit, who's this beautiful, stunning girl walking down the aisle to be Taylor Swift's maid of honor? Holy shit, that's Brianna. She's so fucking cool. And she's wearing this weird red scarf on her head, but it looks like this isn't her first time. She looks pretty cool, pretty awesome. And then Taylor Swift writes a whole album about Brianna. And then maybe we actually fall in love. The wedding gets called off and we live happily ever after. It's kind of like a lavender marriage, though. Like we invite our gay friends in. They live with us in all of our mansions and we write movies together. We literally go to the park together. We have so many dogs. We have cats. We just have so much fun. Whenever she needs anything, she calls me. Whenever I need anything, I call her. She lends me all of her cars all the time. She gives me the key to her New York apartment. And it's just like, I just feel like that is possible and probable. And it's probably going to happen because of all of the bad things that have happened to me in the past 2 weeks. I think that probably is what the universe is setting me up for. It's like a lot of disappointment because if things were like going on a steady incline, it just wouldn't feel good. But like now that this is all going to happen to me next week with Taylor, like, yeah, that's why all the bad shit has been happening to me. So yeah, I'm actually super excited about my life coming up. I think it's going to be great. And then I'm just going to fucking go ape shit this summer. Yeah. And I'm going to have to wear a one piece every day because I have horrible, gross scars on my stomach that I know I need to talk more positively about, and I need to be more positive about myself. But you know, when you just can't, like, I am aware that I'm very negative towards myself. I'm very self-deprecating. I'm aware that it is bad and it is not good. And I would never let my friends talk to themselves like that. But I am my own enemy. So I am going to continue to be horribly negative towards myself until I can find a rhyme or a reason why I shouldn't be. And until I can fix what's broken in my brain. But until then, I'm going to walk around the streets and hopefully bump into Taylor Swift and become her maid of honor. Other than that, life is good. Life is great. I love you guys so much. I'm going to go back to having guests on, which I don't know if you guys love or if you hate, but I think if I sprinkle in a solo here and there, we love. I want to do an episode with Noah next week because we're going to the Hamptons together this weekend and I just miss him so dearly and we have so much shit to talk about. So I love you guys. I hope that this episode didn't make you absolutely spiral as hard as I am. But if you are spiraling, just know that we're in this together and summer is right around the block. It's 1 block away and we need to lock the fuck in so that we can go ape shit. I love you so much. And when you see pictures of me and Taylor at the altar, just be like, oh, she knew that was going to happen. Love you guys. Have a good Sunday or whenever the fuck you're listening to this.